one of the Feather Stitches. I'm Heather.
I'm Becky. We're podcasting today from Airdrie, Alberta, Canada, which is just north of Calgary.
It's November 14th.
14th, yeah.
It's really cloudy outside.
Gross.
Winter is
Snowing.
here. It's snowy. We're podcasting from my house. We just poured ourselves a
I have coffee.
hot bevy.
Yeah.
Becky with her coffee.
Yeah, Remembrances Pottery.
And this is a mug that my aunt, she's a potter, the Bee, my Aunt Debbie made for me. She sells her pottery at local art fairs, markets, and I'm slowly trying to get her to create an Etsy shop because I think she does beautiful work. And the Remembrance pottery we saw in Grocery Girls, and I had to have one. So anyways, we decided we love podcasts and we enjoy watching them. So we thought, you know what? Why not jump in and start our own? We have lots of projects that we like to share.
Lots of projects.
We do more than just knitting.
Yes, quilting, cross stitch. Haven't crocheted in a while, but that was...
We lead a crafty life.
Crafty life, yeah.
So we're hoping to show some quilting. We have one on display here, our fall quilt. A couple on my quilt ladder over there. So throughout our podcast, we're hoping to share some of our quilts that we make. We have a quilt retreat weekend that we're going to this coming weekend.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have some show and
quilty
tell.
projects next weekend.
Yeah. Do you know what you're working on yet?
I have a couple I need to finish. One is a wedding present that's almost 2 years too late, so I need to get that one done, and maybe a baby quilt to go with it because they've
since had a baby.
So, you know, I need to get those finished. So
that's a good idea.
I think that's my plan.
That's good. I have a Christmas quilt that I want to start. It probably won't be done before Christmas, but since winter's here,
one can hope.
Christmas season's upon us. It would be fun to start a Christmas quilt. So
yes,
that's
definitely.
Hopefully we'll have some show and tell next week for that.
Next week we plan on doing this regularly. So
yes, once a week, once every 2 weeks. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
We both have. I have 5 kids.
Yeah, and I have 4.
There's 4, so we lead a busy life with our kids. So
how old are your kids?
They are 12, almost 13. She'll be 13 next month, and then 11, 7, almost 2.5, and 7 months.
Busy mama.
Busy mama. Yeah.
My kids are 16, 12, 9, and 7. So they're all in school now full time for me, which is nice, and we both have puppy. We'll have to introduce our puppies somewhere.
Yes, we'll bring our puppies on one day.
Yeah, they're really cute. We both got them within 6 months apart, I guess.
Yeah. I
have an English Bulldog, so I love everything English Bulldog. And yours is
I have a Portuguese water dog. So he's a big, black, hairy,
tall
wannabe lap dog who should not be a lap dog because he doesn't fit.
Yeah.
But he tries.
He's fun. He's friendly. Yeah. So we have a busy household and our husbands as well. They could be husbands or children, depends on the day.
Depends on the day.
So who knows? Maybe they'll make a cameo one day too. I don't know.
We'll see.
So we'll see. Anyways, what are you wearing?
This is my bauble cowl. The pattern is by Hohi Locatelli. I finished this not that long ago, which I'm very excited about.
You should take it off.
This is made with Malabrigo. It's called Abril is the colorway. And this was a fun knit. It was really simple. It was done like in a back and forth, so it's not too hard. You can do it on circulars or straight needles, which I thought was kind of cool. And the baubles are super fun on the ends.
Did you do yours on circulars or straights?
I did mine on circulars just because I don't have any straights. But I just love how you just pull it on and you're good to go.
It's so cute.
No trying to figure out how to get a shawl on.
Yeah, the nice thing with cowls is you don't have to worry about them falling off.
Yes, exactly. No pins, no whatever. Just throw it on and go. So
love it.
And you will see a theme with my knitting. I have a lot of purple in my yarn. Purple's kind of my color.
Yep.
So
yeah,
that's what I'm wearing. How about you?
I am wearing my Genesis wrap by Lolo Did It. The gradient set I bought from Flock Fiber. I love her yarn. The pattern is by Lolo Did It. And the green, the bright, vibrant spearmint color was from Vivid Yarn. Again, I love Vivid Yarn as well. So yeah, this is a great pattern for beginner knitters. I'm gonna make a second one of these for my daughter. She's already picked out her yarn. I would like to get it done for Christmas. I don't think it's gonna happen for Christmas, but it's just an easy one to wear. I love the triangular shaped shawls. See if I can get this back on again. It's just nice and light, and again with Flock Fiber and Vivid Yarns, I mean, what's not to love? So I'm wearing that. I also have my bracelet from JR Studio Works. Yeah. We love her bracelets. Hers, yeah. I'm hoping to get another set, but yes, this is one that we purchased at the Airdrie craft market, I guess it was called. Market. Yeah. And Becky has one as well. You'll have to wear yours one week.
I have just my single on.
Oh yeah, her single.
Yeah, I wear this pretty much every day.
Yeah, we love JR Studio Works. Oh, and I should show you my funky leggings. Can you see them? Think they can see that? Close. My knitted Sweet Leg leggings. You can get these from Sweet Legs. Sweetlegs.ca. Mm-hmm. And when I saw the knitted pattern, I was like, I need these in my life.
Yes,
and
I have a pair too.
You have a pair, and then we got hexagon.
Yes, we have hexagon ones that look like patchwork quilting.
So we wear those to our quilt weekends.
We do.
When we go to quilt retreats, and people laugh at us, but we love them.
We don't care, because they're so comfy.
And then this, how glamorous am I? But this is my second pair of socks I ever knit, and this yarn is from Vivid. I don't mean to cover you. Anyways, this yarn is from Vivid. I think it's called her Dancing Butterflies, and the
so pretty
pattern I used was Hermione's Everyday Sock, which is a free pattern on Ravelry.
Is that the sparkle?
This is the sparkle.
Yeah.
I wore them to death, so they're starting to pill, but my second pair of socks.
They're so pretty.
My second pair of socks, and actually I think it was like my second knitted project, because we got into knitting about a year and a half ago.
2 years now, isn't it?
April will be 2 years.
Oh, April. Okay, so a year and a half, yeah.
The reason I got into knitting was because I started really getting into Harry Potter, and Hermione would knit socks. I'm such a nerd, but I love the socks that she made. And I remember just looking at socks, knitted socks, and thinking, wow, those are so intricate. Like, that has to be really hard to do, but I wanted to learn how to knit socks. So I went around to a few of our local knit shops, and asked if they had any beginner classes for learning to knit, but learning to knit socks. And they all laughed at me and said, no, beginner classes only ever teach dishcloths, cowls, or scarves. And I said, well, I don't want that. I don't want a dishcloth. I want socks. And so I talked to a friend of mine, and who we'll talk more about later for sure, but Shelly, and I asked her if she would help me learn to knit socks. So I bought what I needed for the sock yarn, the sock needles, and really YouTube can teach you anything you need to know.
Anything. Yeah.
So I did toe up, the Turkish cast on, just followed that, and I would hit rewind a million times. And
just a vanilla sock.
Vanilla sock, yeah. And yeah, persistency paid off. Now I have socks. I love knitting socks. And then started knitting some shawls and hats, and we'll have to show you all of our
gone on from there.
Yarny goodness, but now I want to knit all the things, and
knit all the things, yes.
Hopefully we will
someday.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
We'll get there. So that's kind of how we got into it. And then, because I always was a quilter, and so quilting was always my thing. But knitting is nice because it's portable. Mm-hmm. You can bring it anywhere. As the kids get older, you're always
sitting in the car, picking them up from somewhere. Swimming
lessons, soccer, or let's just face it, we're tired mamas, and sometimes you just want to sit on your butt.
Sit and watch a podcast.
Sit and watch a podcast, binge watch Netflix, and just knit. It's just easy. It's rewarding when you finish a project.
Yes.
So it's been fun, and it's even better when you can have a nitty bestie like Becky. So, anyways, yeah. So,
okay.
Should we show off some of our finished objects?
I have another finished object I brought. I haven't blocked this yet. This is
I haven't seen this. Wow.
This is the Hot Shawl
That's
from
beautiful.
River City Yarns.
You should bring it up close. Show off that beautiful
Closer.
color.
The lace work. I can't really see it very well. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, so this is, Hot Shawl is the pattern. It's from River City Yarns up in Edmonton. This is Sweet Georgia in the birch colorway.
Is this
and
cashmere?
Yeah, it's their Cash Luxe fine. So it's so soft and squishy. And then this part is Yarn Ink. And it's a special colorway she dyed just for River City Yarns. And it's called Fusion. So this was really fun. This was my first shawl that was really like a pattern. I did it from a chart for the lacework part. And the first little bit, I bobbled a little bit. Can't really see it. I'm hoping to be able to block it out. It kind of, it's not perfectly straight, but I don't care. I think it's gorgeous. Yeah, yes. You'll never notice it once it's on. So yeah, so I need to get this one blocked and get my ends weaved in, but I think it's gorgeous.
That's stunning.
So yeah, this was a fun project. Oh, for sure. Took me a while. Put it away for a little while. Put it in a timeout, as we call it.
Do you have to purl back every time?
Yeah, the top is a stockinette, so it was knit and then purl on the wrong side.
And that takes me forever.
So that takes a while, but then you get down in here and you have a few garter rows and stuff. So once you get into the pattern, it kind of flies along. But yeah, this one was a lot of fun.
I liked it. I love it. Ah, nice.
Yeah.
What do I have? Well, I thought that I would show my very first ever shawl.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So this is my Hitchhiker. I don't think there's a right or wrong side to this. So this is Hitchhiker. I don't remember the name of the yarn, but I purchased it from River City Yarns. Tracy helped me pick this out actually from Grocery Girls. I had bumped into her.
This is the cashmere too.
This is cashmere too. I just love the color. Didn't even know that. I knew nothing about yarns. I didn't know that cashmere was softer than, 80-20 or...
It was just pretty and squishy.
It was just pretty. I had to have the color. So I just bought it. It's just a one skein shawl. I have a boo-boo in here that I need to fix. I don't know how to fix it. But see this little hole? That's one thing about knitting is I don't know how to fix mistakes yet. I don't know how to tink back. Well, kind of, but not really. So I think, yeah, you can really see that. Oh dear, it almost looks like there's one over here, but that's not a hole. So anyways, I think I'm just going to try and weave in some yarn of the same color and hope that it'll fill it in. But I still wear it. I still love it. It's my second shawl. And I feel like you live once, so don't take everything apart. I wasn't going to let one little hole stop me, so it's done. It's a finished object.
This was called the Prada shawl for a while.
This was my Prada shawl because I spent so much money on the yarn. So it is the Hitchhiker shawl, free pattern on Ravelry.
Yeah.
But it's also known as Heather's
Prada
shawl because it was like, how much money for the skein of yarn? But I bought a lot more expensive yarn since then, and
we've learned it's worth it to spend money on yarn because to have cashmere next to your face is
and it smells good. It feels good.
Yes.
I love it. So yeah, that's my first one. Yeah, I'm happy with it. It's a fun one. Do you have another one?
I don't have another FO. I have whips.
Okay, you have whips. I have a finished object somewhere. So I have to weave in the ends still, but these are my finished socks.
So pretty.
This is yarn I bought from last year's Christmas market. I think it was the Fiber
Shindig.
The Fiber Shindig.
Yeah.
This yarn is Vivid's Cherry Blossom colorway.
So pretty.
And then I just thought I would add, it's just a plain vanilla sock pattern, but I just thought that I would add in some of my leftover yarn from a shawl. And this is a color dyed by Polka Dot Creek. And I can't remember the name of it. I want to say birch, but I don't think it's that. I'll have to find out. But yeah, this was leftover sock yarn, so I thought it'd be just a fun contrast for the cuffs for these socks. So
I love it.
Just a couple more ends.
Perfectly. I think.
Does.
Yeah.
It just kind of makes that darker color.
Just makes the dark color pop.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I love that. And then I did a Fish Lips Kiss Heel. It's a pattern that you can buy on Ravelry for $1. Highly recommended. Yes, because I really struggled with the short rows the gussets.
Heel flaps, gussets.
Yeah. I'm still learning, but I really like the fish lips kiss. It's like you just knit straight up and then you add in your heel. Once that's done, you just keep working up the sock. So,
and it works both ways. If you like to do cuff down or toe up,
yes, that's
you
true.
can do it for either one. It's the same pattern, so
yeah,
which is amazing.
It's a great pattern. I'm still trying to decide if I like doing toe up or cuff down. Which is your favorite?
I have both. Honestly, both my sock whips. One is a toe up and one is a cuff down.
Yeah.
So I don't, especially when I do a vanilla sock.
Yeah.
I don't have a preference.
Yeah.
So
I just learned toe up, so I think my preference is probably toe up sock knitting, just because having to finish the toe with a Kitchener stitch, to me, I'm getting better. Becky's like, why are you struggling? It's so easy to do. And I'm like, it doesn't turn out right. And then I have holes in my toes and yeah. So anyways, so far toe up is my friend, but I am getting better at the Kitchener stitch.
yes.
So we're making some improvements. Yeah. Oh, and I have one more finished object I thought that I would share. Again, from the fiber shindig. No, maybe not. This was the one we bought in the spring.
Yes.
There was a fiber show in the spring that we went to in Calgary at Hillcrest Community Center.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought a set of minis from Flock Fiber. You guys got to try her yarn. It's just the best yarn.
It's so amazing.
It's plump. And she's a doll. And anyways, yeah, this is from a mini set. The pattern is called Reverb. I believe it's a Sweet Georgia pattern. You can find it on Ravelry or on the Sweet Georgia website. So you have this speckly tan colored, this gorgeous hunter green. It's just beautiful. I tried to fade it in. I've never done a find your fade or fade sweater, but I was just trying to figure out ways to kind of blend the colors together. So then I added this speckly skein yarn. And then you have your aqua color here. And I tried to just blend it into my coral color and then to the brown. I used up every square inch of the yarn to the point that even my bind off is a different color. You can see how here it's brown. Then I ran out of brown, so I finished off my last little section of green. And then this purple, which isn't even in it. This purple is actually from my socks. Gotta love using up scraps. So this purple here I use, but you know what? I just love how it just kind of adds that little eclectic
it just goes
look.
with it.
Yeah, it
Totally.
just blends, and then the edging is just, it's fun. So you know what? Like, things don't have to always be matchy-matchy.
No.
Even though this does match. But just use up your scraps. If you run out, don't stress. Don't go buy a whole new skein of yarn. Just use it up. And I love it. Yeah, and I love triangular shawls. Here we go, wearing over top.
They're fun.
Woo, so cute. Just like my little sunset color, especially in the winter when it's cold.
Yes.
Makes me think of the beach. I love it. So yeah, that's
Dream
that
of
one.
warmer places. Thanks.
Dream of warmer places. So, those are a couple of my finished objects for now. Should we show some of our whips?
Yeah, sure.
Whips.
This is my favorite little sock bag. I actually made this myself. This is just some fabric I picked up at, I think it was from, what's the one in Canmore called?
Oh, the sugar pine.
The sugar pine, yes. So yeah, this is just a little fat quarter set, probably scraps that I used up.
That's a great size project
Anyways,
bag.
I love this project bag, my little cube. It's perfect for socks. I take it everywhere I go. I actually have 2 socks in here right now. So this is my Christmas yarn. I started this sock last year.
On Christmas Day,
on
right?
Christmas Day. This was my
Day
sock.
cast on.
And I wanted to do 9-inch circulars. So I did these cuff down. And I probably knit down to about here, I think. With the 9-inch circulars. Get closer. And I couldn't do it. I could only knit for a little while because the needles were just so small. So I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But this yarn, my cake's kind of falling apart.
So cute.
This is from Mothie and the Squid. And this is their candy cane yarn. And I just love it. I love candy canes. I love peppermint. So I just had to have it for my Christmas yarn. So These I'm hoping to get done for Christmas this year.
Yes, me
This is
too.
my selfish knitting. I have to have these done.
By December 1st.
Yeah, okay. This is a fish lips kiss heel. So I just love
I like how the stripes change.
Yeah, like the stripes just got a little thicker and a nice little red on the end of the heel. Yeah,
It's
and then
so
it just had one little thicker stripe in the front.
Oh yeah, just where it pooled a little.
Yeah, where it pulled a little, and then you just keep going. So now I just have to do my foot. This is the tallest sock I have ever knit. I kept pushing myself to go higher and higher. So we'll see.
That's good.
So now I got to get the second one.
You'll have
I
candy
gotta get
cane
this
legs.
first. Candy cane legs.
Sexy mama.
Yes. So that's one of my socks.
Love it.
And then this is my other one.
Oh, well, I should show you in
You wanna
lieu
do
of
yours?
Christmas.
Okay, do yours first.
You haven't seen this yet. I thought I would
Really?
surprise you. Well, maybe you've seen the yarn, but you haven't seen it knit up.
Okay.
Oh, I love it so much. Okay. So I did. I treated myself big time. The Cozy Knitter, her stuff sells out so fast, and I have seen so many of her beautiful yarns. Been wanting to buy it. I go online to buy it. Gone. So I've been hounding her, messaging. When are you going to be doing another update for your gingerbread house? Because I need the yarn. So then I found out that she was doing it, I think it was the end of October, probably, sometime the end of October. And so I remember I was out, I pulled over to the side of the road because it was at 5 p.m. our time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I pulled over on the side of the road, had my phone out, I kept hitting refresh, and then there's the gingerbread. So I was like, add to my cart, and I added another Christmas yarn
so
and like
funny.
a spring yarn. So I got 3. I'll have to show you my other 2 yarns next week because sweet little baby is sleeping in my stash room. So I'll have to show you that later. But look at this.
That is amazing.
So
Look at those colors.
oh, like I am in love with this striping.
That's
And
gorgeous.
this yarn, it is just, like it feels plump. Like it's just beautiful.
Oh, wow.
I need to, again, I can't look at my band because it's in my stash room. But this is the skein of yarn, the self-striping. And then her
So
yarns
pretty.
come with the mini. So you can do your toes,
Heel,
heels,
toe,
and
cuff.
cuffs. So I'll add this for my, I'm actually at the cuff now. But I didn't think I could
Heel.
get it. Oh, sorry, my heel, thank you. I'm at the heel right now, and I was really wanting to start it last night, but then I thought if I was mid-heel, it was going to be a pain to show for our podcast. So today, going to do this. So
Nice.
look at, we'll have little matching Christmas socks.
Our stripy
Our
Christmas
stripy-
socks.
Yep, our candy cane legs. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Nice.
So yeah, I had to show that. Yeah, I was
That's
excited to show you. I
awesome.
didn't want to send you a picture because I wanted you to see it.
Oh, that looks amazing. I just
That's
love those
so
colors.
Yeah,
So pretty.
I need a little Christmas progress keeper. I have one.
Oh, yeah. I have some.
yours. I don't have Christmas one, but, and then I'm knitting this in my Mrs. Brown's bag. Where's the tag?
Do you remember which one that is?
No, I don't remember
What
which
yarn that is?
which yarn it is. I'm not sure.
Is that the Jazz? I don't know. We've had these for a while. We bought them
Which
last
yarn
summer.
bag is this? Which yarn colorway is this?
Yeah.
Someone wants to let us know. That would be awesome.
Remind
but
us.
It's fun. It's bright. It's cheery. But again, I need a Christmas project bag. I don't have a
Yes.
Christmas project bag.
Oh, maybe we should do that this weekend.
Yeah, we should make. We do make project bags and
We
sell
do.
project bags. We just
Yes.
have no Etsy shop or anything set up, but we do
in
make
the
project
works.
bags. It is in the works.
It's in
We
the
have a
works.
few exciting things
We
coming.
do. Big plans.
Big plans coming in the next couple months.
Yes.
Things are in the works. It's going to be
Nice.
exciting. So be ready.
Yes.
All right, that's one of mine.
Okay, so here's my other sock. This is my thing is coming undone.
I love those colors too.
This is my Yarn Ink sock. Oh, I just
Gorgeous.
love these colors.
Oh,
This is I'm almost positive. I couldn't find the tag, but I think this is called Hummingbird.
bye.
Yarn Ink.
Oh, yarn ink, right.
Yeah, and I just love these colors.
I love yarn ink stuff
I couldn't
too.
even bring myself to do a pattern. This is just a simple vanilla sock. I used the toe from the Rose City Rollers pattern, which is a free pattern on Ravelry. And then I just reversed it. So they're a cuff down sock, but I just reversed the pattern because I love the rounded toe look
That is
on a
nice.
vanilla sock. And then again, Fish Lips Kiss Heel has become my favorite. I love it. So these are my Vegas socks. We went on a trip to Vegas in September, just a girls' trip. We were there for a whole week.
Yeah.
And we sat by the pool and we knit our socks, and
these were my Vegas socks.
we looked hilarious, but
knitting in our bikinis at the pool, you
that's
know.
Right.
Yeah, that's how we roll in Vegas.
That is. We knit everywhere we go. My husband gets so embarrassed when I
Yep.
knit at my children's sporting events, but you know, you just got to take advantage of that time. I'm sitting there doing nothing else, so I might as well be knitting, right?
We are going to die warm, Becky. Like we
will.
Just knit fast, die warm, so we have to knit everywhere to
I
knit all
love
the things.
my wool socks. I'm so excited. This is the first year that I have been so excited for winter because I have so many pairs of wool socks to wear.
Yes.
That it's like, I'm so excited.
Yes.
So,
Love
yeah,
it.
those are my whips.
Do I have another whip? I guess I do.
And your Harry Potter bag.
This is a Harry Potter bag that I made. I actually have another one that is going to go in the shop. Oh yeah, here's our tag. It's upside down.
Feather stitches.
Feather stitches. So yeah, so as we get our bags made, again, we mean to start up an Etsy shop. So far we've just been selling them via Instagram or in our community to Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming. And then I have it lined with the Harry Potter. I love it. It's so fun. And then I have my little pops, Dobby, because I mean, he started it all, knitting socks. Thank you, Dobby. Free all the house elves. And then this little one. He's so cute, Dumbledore. Yeah. Katie, my daughter, my 12-year-old daughter, hates to read. And I'm surprising her. Well, I guess the surprise is out, but I surprised Katie back at Thanksgiving that I want to take her to Harry Potter World in Florida. My in-laws are going. They have a...
So exciting.
It's so exciting. They have a timeshare in Florida that they're going to, and they were hounding me that we should come along, but it's too hard to take the whole family on family trips. I just find it's, well, the biggest reason, it's expensive.
So expensive.
I mean, when you want to buy your yarn, you can't afford to pay for the whole family for family trips.
No,
so,
you know, everybody has to make a sacrifice. So
y'all have to make a sacrifice for Mama's knitting, okay? That's all I gotta say.
Mama makes enough sacrifices for all of you.
That's right, I birthed y'all.
That's right.
So anyway, so I took Gracie to Arizona last year in November, and so then this year I thought, well, I want to go to Florida. My in-laws are going. They invited us to come. So I told Katie that in order for her to go to Universal, she has to read Harry Potter, because if I'm going to Florida, I'm going to Universal Studios. I have never been to Harry Potter World. I love Harry Potter. I just started, actually, Harry Potter and I, yeah, we just started falling in love just in the last 2 years. So I've almost finished all the books, and yeah, so I told Katie if she wants to come to Harry Potter World, she has to start reading Harry Potter.
Read it.
And she is now on chapter 12 of book 2. And this is a girl that does not read, does not want to read. She can read, she can write awesome, won't pick up a book. So she said she would do the audiobooks. I said, no, girlfriend, you are reading the books. So she has the novels. She is on chapter 12 of Harry Potter.
That's
of the
so
second book.
good.
Yeah, so we're going to have so much fun.
My daughter has read them all. She loves Harry Potter. She made me watch all the movies because I couldn't bring myself to read the books. I will eventually, but...
Even audio. You should do... The audiobooks are awesome.
I will probably do audio. I'm working my way through Outlander right now, so those have been my audiobooks that I've been listening to religiously.
We love audiobooks too.
Yes. So I might move on to Harry Potter. I love to have audiobooks for when I'm, you know, just sitting with the baby. I'll turn on an audiobook, or when I'm knitting or folding laundry or anything. I don't really find time, unless I'm on holidays, I don't really find time to just sit and read a book because I fall asleep while I'm reading.
Yes.
So I listen to audiobooks so that I can do other stuff at the same time, which has been great. I got through all of the Game of Thrones on audiobooks.
Those are big books.
I got through, so far I'm on, I think, book 6 or book 7 of the Outlander series, so I'm having fun listening to those. They're
I love
great.
the show.
The show's so good.
I've been watching the show Outlander.
So good, yes.
I'll have to get in on that.
That's some of my dream knitting, definitely, is to do there's some Outlander yarns out there.
Yes, that's true. And some patterns. Outlander themed patterns. Yes. That's true.
Yeah. It's fingerless mitts, I think.
You should.
Yes.
Ooh.
So.
Anyways, we digress. That's normal for us. Carry on 17 conversations in one conversation. Okay, so in my Harry Potter bag.
Oh, right. That's where we were.
You guys, this thing has been in timeout. I went crazy on it. Okay, so for starters, Becky and I fell in love with Lolo Did It Dothraki yarn because we adore Game of Thrones. So when Dothraki came out, I was like, oh,
and we adore Lolo Did It. Her yarn is amazing.
We love her yarn. So, got Dothraki, Mother of Dragons. So what do I put with this? Well, I got inspired when we were in Vernon. I came across at a local yarn shop in Vernon this green.
So pretty.
Which just
that.
It reminds me
of look like a dragon?
Yes. So
it looks like a dragon.
Mother
that tonal color
of dragons. Oh, seriously. I love it. So then what pattern do I put these to? Well, I don't have my pattern on me. Anyways, you all probably know it, but so I decided to do the bendy arrow pattern. And I love this pattern, you guys. It's beautiful. I love how it's striping. And yet I did my short rows and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But you do these, what are they called? German
short rows?
German short rows, yeah. And then there's some stitch where you pull the yarn over and tug it. And anyways, I ripped out this section. You can see I have dental floss in my shawl. This is my lifeline with dental floss.
Dental floss
It actually works really good. So I did my short rows. It totally was wrong. Ripped it back, did it again, and the whole way up going up my whole shawl, the count was awesome. And the count is off again. I don't know what I've done wrong.
Weird.
And so this is the way the shawl goes.
So beautiful. Look at those colors.
But if you look at the pattern, I wish I had the pattern on me. I'm sorry that I don't. But
yeah, this part's upside down, right?
It's upside down. So this thin strip here should be down here. So it should be thicker.
How did you do that?
Don't know. Too much Netflix binging apparently. But so it's backwards.
Wow.
So I tried to, when I ripped the short rows out, I tried to take into consideration that it was backwards. So I put this in timeout for the weekend. But I'm just, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not taking it back again. Life's too short. I'm not taking it back again.
No.
So you do an I-cord bind off down this long strip here. And then it's going to bend. And then I'll do the rest of the shawl. It's like a boomerang look. I'm going to fudge it because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Unless I could have someone actually sit down and show me. But I don't know who to ask. I don't have any friends who've done bendy arrows. So
yeah,
one day. But anyways, best pattern ever. I highly recommend it because I'm sure you'll read it fine. For whatever reason, I'm just backwards in the head and did it wrong. But it's beautiful, and
those colors
I want
are
an
just
edgy
stunning.
shawl. I want Mother of Dragons, dragon. It kind of reminds me of I don't know, dragon tail, dragon wing.
Yeah, dragon tail.
This will be my Mother of Dragons shawl. I'm quite excited. I gotta get it done.
I love it. I love the colors.
Yeah, I love the colors.
That green is just stunning.
I need to find out the name of this too.
Yeah.
It's from a shop in Vernon, and they do a local line of yarn themselves. Like they dye their own yarn there, and then they have a huge wall of it.
Okay, this is
Beautiful.
Vernon, BC.
Vernon, BC. Yes, we went there back in the end of September for our anniversary, and they have a line of yarn that they dye and carry, and beautiful colors. I will find out the name for you, and hopefully put it here. Once we figure out how to edit this thing.
Someday we'll get our act together and keep things written down so we have it all handy. And then we can do show notes once we figure it all out.
Do you have another whip? You don't, right?
No,
okay.
Just my socks.
So this is
I have a bunch of whips at home, but they're all Christmas gifts, so I can't show them yet.
Right.
I'll take pictures.
We can bring them after Christmas if they're for your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so bad at selfish knitting. I need to start some Christmas projects. I actually do have a couple in the works, but yeah, one of these days. Okay, so this is really funny because I am currently making that is not the pattern for that. That's a hat pattern. Okay.
Yes.
The boxy.
Worsted boxy. Hovi Locatelli. I love your patterns.
I would never do a garment. Like, I ain't got time for that. But you start knitting all the things, you want to knit all the things. Now I'm doing a sweater. So
exciting.
I went to Stash in Calgary and just asked for some yarn that was affordable, and because I just don't know how to do a sweater construction.
And it's expensive.
It's expensive, yeah, because you have to buy like 6 skeins.
So much. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I thought, well, what if I don't, like, what if I make mistakes? What if I don't like it? Never finish it. I feel like I'm never going to finish this. But it's growing. It is growing. So it's like a heather purple, gray, purpley kind of color. It's done bottom up. So this is the worsted boxy. Here's a skein of this. So I bought this wool back in September maybe. And I've been knitting on it, but Becky and I haven't been able to connect and knit a whole lot. That's going to change. But anyways, so I bought this yarn. I've been knitting on it. There's not much to ever, like, we text a million times too, but there's just not a lot of, change. So I don't text her too many pictures of it. So anyway, so she came over. What is that? Maybe that's where the yarn met.
Could be, yeah, just a stitch.
So she went to a yarn festival.
The Calgary Fiber Arts Festival.
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so she comes over after and I was like, show me what you got. And again, so she hasn't seen this.
Not in a long time. I saw it when she first cast it on, but, we don't send a bazillion project pics when it's the same thing.
Yeah. It's the exact
Look at this. This is Ancient Arts. I'm so excited for this, but look at this.
Let's see the...
We weren't even together.
Great minds think alike. Oh.
We're going to be twins.
But she's like, I bought yarn for my boxy.
Like, I'm so excited.
I couldn't wait to say, I'm like, show me your yarn. So she shows me, I'm like, Becky, that's the same color as mine.
Oh,
you're awesome. Too funny. I mean, what's not to love with that color?
But I'm so excited to try this. This is called Nettle Soft Yarn. So it's 68 superwash fine merino and 32% nettle. So the girl at the show described it to me. Nettle is like a long, thin fiber. So it's kind of like silk. So it gives it kind of a shimmer to the yarn. And it's a really strong fiber and it's super soft.
It is.
So not quite as soft as cashmere, but it's really plump and it grows when you block it.
Yeah, because it almost looks like a thinner worsted.
Yeah, like it almost feels like a fingering weight, like when you like the yarn. But apparently when you block it, it really plumps up. So I'm really excited to try this because the worsted boxy is such a drapey sweater. So I'm hoping that with the shimmer in this, it'll kind of give it some life when you wear it.
Oh yeah, it will.
Is what I'm excited for. So I can't wait to cast this on. This might be my Christmas Day cast on this year.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Because it's my selfish knitting and I have too many Christmas projects to get it done before.
Yeah. So
that's my plan. But yeah, we thought we were hilarious with our matching yarns.
Great minds think alike. I love it. That was fun.
But you should show your knitting stopper thing that's on your boxy needles.
Oh, I should.
Because I think that is just amazing. I hadn't seen it before, but I think these are brilliant.
My awesome friend Susan came over one day to knit with me. And I was like, what is that thing dangling from your project?
I'm sure you were all thinking that as she was showing her boxy sweater.
I know. Like, look at this. Isn't this awesome? So you put your needles. So this is just plastic tubing. And I think these are just chair ends. I don't know who she got this from. It was somewhere on Etsy. But you just keep your needles in the case here like this. And then it just keeps your stitches from falling off the needles. It's light, plastic. It's great. I think we should put these in our Etsy shop. Bing!
We should.
Yes. Who would like these? Should we make them?
Definitely. Yeah. Tell us.
Tell us.
I
think that'd be good because these are awesome. I love it.
And how much scrapbooking paper do I have that we could decorate
them
with?
We could totally decorate them. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Needle stoppers,
Definitely.
I think is what they're called. But awesome invention. Thank you, Susan. Hopefully Susan will one day come on the podcast with us just to say hello. But we love Susan, and she's an avid knitter, and you guys would die and go to heaven if you saw her knitting stash. Her yarn stash is amazing. Anyway, so yeah, that is a fun little tool.
I think it's great. I need some of those.
Yeah, it is fun.
Because how many times do you put projects away and then you pull it out and you've dropped stitches or the kids have found it.
Yeah.
You know, so that way.
It's true.
Yeah, it's great. I think they're amazing.
So we should show some acquisitions.
Yes.
So my awesome friend Jocelyn, who is a new friend of mine, she is into knitting and we're kind of spurring each other on. But she went to River City. This is Touchdown Yarn and it is exclusive to River City Yarns. My husband is crazy obsessed with Edmonton Eskimos. I love the Stampeders. Go Stamps, go.
Go Stamps.
Game on Sunday. We'll see who goes to the Western Finals. Anyway, so I asked my friend Jocelyn if she'd pick up this yarn for me from River City, and bless her heart, she did. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I just had to have it. I'm hoping to make my husband maybe socks. You made socks with your Touchdown yarn, right?
Mine was their hat trick.
Their hat trick.
So they do, so this is a newer line that they do.
Yeah,
with
their football.
Touchdown.
Yeah,
they started out with hat trick, where they have all the different hockey teams' colors. And now they have...
You don't have one here, right?
I don't. It's my Christmas knitting.
Oh, right.
Mine's Edmonton too, but...
What's with Edmonton? We love Edmonton. We have family in Edmonton. But no, go Calgary, go!
But we live in Calgary.
Born and raised Calgarian. Well, no, you weren't.
Not me.
We're sister-in-laws, actually.
In case that helps.
Spoiler alert! We call each other sisters, but we're sister-in-laws. If you're like, why were you born there? And she was born here. But yeah, born and raised Calgary. This is awesome yarn. So I'm hoping, because did you have a lot left over with your...
I did, yeah. Because it's a huge skein. Like, how many yarns is in that?
These have...
That's a lot. They're 150 grams.
510 meters.
Yeah, so a lot. I could make a few other projects.
So I'm hoping to make socks for my husband, and maybe... Can I make socks for Weston, my son?
Oh, definitely.
Matchy-matchy, because my son cheers for Edmonton. Daddy has his little Edmonton
boy.
Yeah, he has his one boy who's 7, my little Weston, and they love Edmonton Eskimos. So
yeah, you could definitely
future
get
projects.
both.
Dream knitting.
Dream knitting.
Yeah. What other acquisitions do you have?
I have. This was also at the. Don't mind the crinkling. I haven't taken it out of the plastic yet.
I love the crinkling.
This is Flock Fiber. This is her gingerbread. It's called Cookies for Santa. And then the red mini is called Santa Suit. And then she's got a little gingerbread man stitch marker. It's so cute. But this is one of her Christmas sets. I should actually take it out of the
Yeah, you can just pull it off that way.
So you can see it a little better. Cute. Not so loud. Look at that. I just love the red and the green. And then down here is the brown. And then almost like a pink.
Oh, love it.
So cute. So I haven't decided if I'm going to do Christmas socks or if I'm going to do like a fingering weight hat. Like the sock head hat or something. Do like a red stripe in it.
Yeah, a few
So
stripes.
we'll see. Haven't decided yet, but I like to buy Christmas yarn when it comes out because I love Christmas. Yes. I love Christmas yarn. So cute.
I love Christmas yarn.
He wants to hang the wrong way now.
He does.
Anyways, Flock Fiber. This is 80-20, 115 gram skein. So it's a good size skein too.
That's true. Yeah.
So I might be able to get a couple. Maybe I can do a hat and some shorty socks. I love shorty socks. They're my favorite.
The Rose City Rollers.
They are my favorite. I've knit at least 3 pairs. Yeah, if not more.
You'll have to show
I'll bring some.
Yeah,
I'll bring some. I'm not wearing any socks today, so.
Lately I've been thinking when I see all this Christmas yarn on Instagram, Ravelry, I just keep thinking I maybe need a Christmas shawl. So I might make a Christmas shawl.
That's not a bad idea.
Why not? You can wear it the whole month of December.
Yeah.
So, dream knitting. More future planning.
We'll
Want to
see.
knit all the things.
So I need to make a plan. I don't really have a definite plan for this yet, but.
So beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm really eyeing up Polka Dot Creek's fruitcake. I really want it.
So pretty.
I didn't get to the market. I was going to try and go with you back at the beginning of November, and that's what I was going to go and nab, but couldn't make it. No babysitter. Roads were terrible.
I tell you.
My husband went hunting, so didn't make it, but I love that colorway, so I'm hoping to do Christmas fruitcake. Something. But we have a new yarn shop opening in Airdrie.
We do.
Willow and Wool.
Yeah.
It's going to be so bad and so good at the
exciting.
same time. So they are going to be carrying
We're
some Polka Dot
excited.
Creek as well. But Shelly's our friend too, and she lets us go shopping at her house. So.
We go to her house to shop.
Yeah.
And to quilt. And
to quilt, yes. She has a long arm quilt machine, so we go there and we do quilt with
our
her.
quilting.
Yeah. I want her on this podcast one of these days. I'm going to beg
We'll
her.
have a guest segment, and
Yes.
we will force her to come.
Because isn't it fun meeting new knitters? Like, even if it's
It
just
is.
on Instagram, on podcasting or in real life.
Definitely.
I think it's just fun because then you can bounce ideas off each other and
Yep. So fun.
So we gotta do that.
So fun.
What other acquisitions do we have? Oh, something really fun came in the mail. I haven't told you I was getting it.
Uh-oh.
So excited.
What is
Smell.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
Okay, I have always wanted to buy some of this.
Oh, no way.
So Tuft Woolens. This one is the lavender.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Just hold it under your nose for the rest of the podcast.
I'll just
It's so delicious. This is one of her business cards. So that one's lavender apple. And then
Sock soap.
look at this. She had a set of minis. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so you can just try
little
all the
samples.
different little samples. So I have espresso vanilla, campfire s'mores,
Ooh.
red currant and mandarin, royal aperary, and pink grapefruit. So
Wow.
I have always wanted to get some Tuft Woolen to wash my socks and my shawls.
Cool.
And this came, you guys, it smells so good. I wish you guys could smell this. Oh, and then a little, oh yeah, there's her card. And shipping to Canada wasn't that bad. I think I paid $7
Cool.
maybe for shipping.
Really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
I thought it was gonna be more, and
So she's
I
fun.
knew I was being a bad girl and buying it, but somewhere
Very
in the States, I have
cool.
no idea.
It doesn't
And then I
say.
got this little eucalyptus lemon lanolin hand and body balm.
Oh.
It's really strong. It smells like cleaner actually.
Oh, I love eucalyptus though.
It does smell really good.
Like cleans your...
I really want the
Cleans
chai.
all the...
I want the Tuft Woolen chai spice, I think it's
Oh,
called.
that'd be so good.
Sells out all the time.
I bet.
So when she had an update, because normally I'll be like, Becky, I'm ordering, do you want anything? Or vice versa, because shipping costs to Canada are very expensive. But I really had to get it. So I thought I'm just going to buy it without asking Becky or my friend Susan or Jocelyn.
Well, and when shipping's affordable like that, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Usually we try and
It
split
really wasn't
shipping
that
because...
when you're paying $20, $30 and duty fees, we try and share. So
Yeah, we split.
yeah, so I'm really excited to wash some of my wools now with this stuff. So that was fun.
So fun. So I have a couple little fun things that I bought at the Christmas fair. Look at this little Christmas ornament. This was made by Ginger Snap That. Aren't those so cute?
It's so adorable.
I think it's just the cutest thing ever. I had to have one for my tree. I have plans to make some like knitted Christmas ornaments. I have my one Christmas... I used to have a house big enough for 2 Christmas trees.
Yeah.
So I had one that was like my fancy, like all matching ornaments and, you know, color coordinated. And then I had my tree where it was like all handmade ornaments, like the kids have made, or I like to buy the little ceramic ones that you paint.
Yeah.
They're so fun. So I have like, it's like a handmade tree.
That is fun.
So it's super fun, but that's the only one that I put up now because I don't have room in my new house.
This is just so cute.
So I have
Ginger
plans
Snap
to make
that
some knitted.
She has such cute things.
And you had a cute idea for a Christmas ornament
Yes.
too, right? With your scraps?
We did the Hohi mystery wrap, which I still have to block. So it's going to block this
We'll bring
week.
them on.
We
soon.
should do
I
show and
haven't
tell
blocked. Yeah,
maybe next week.
Maybe next week. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, a gazillion million ends to weave in on that shawl.
No kidding.
And so I have them all woven in, and then I'm going to block it, and then I'm going to trim the ends. I don't know if that's the way you normally do it, but I usually block it and then trim my ends after. But I thought, wouldn't that be cute to just take all the million ends and put it in one of these little
Put it in a ball.
glass ball? And it's just a souvenir for, like, every Christmas I'll remember making that shawl that year.
Yeah. And all the colors are so pretty together.
Yeah.
And why not? I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So maybe we'll have a Christmas ornament to show and tell too next.
Yeah.
We'll see. You should do that too. It'd be fun.
And I also bought her unicorn pin.
Oh, she has such fun stuff.
I think it's amazing.
Rainbow unicorns, like best of both worlds.
Fantastic. I love
it.
Love unicorns.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have some progress
So-
papers from her. I should find them.
Yeah.
My donut. So
She's great.
cute.
Do you have any other acquisitions?
Yeah, I have 2. So, dream knitting, Christmas knitting. My husband, he loves hunting. So I went to Stash last week and bought this V-A-A, Malabrigo Rios. I might need another skein, I'm not sure, but I want to make him a balaclava because he just keeps complaining how his neck gets cold, his face. So I was thinking this would be fun. I wanted a wool yarn because I could have gone to Michael's and just made him a cheaper balaclava.
It's on your face.
It's on your face. And the thing with wool, if you're outside, if you're sweating, like it does help wick away sweat. And so I thought, you know what, like it's one thing to do a hat when it's covering your hair. But I still prefer knitting with wool over acrylic. It is nice. Any day. Yeah. But I just thought because it's next to his face, he's going to be outside and we have frigid temperatures here in Canada and he's up in the middle of nowhere, way up north. So yeah, I thought this was kind of camouflagey.
Yeah, it's cool.
He's been looking for some camouflage stuff from Cabela's and Bass Pro Shops, but a lot of them now have the camouflage with like a bright green or something.
They throw a bright color
or yellow
into
or orange or something, and he doesn't want those bright colors. He just wants camouflage. So I'm hoping to cast this on this week and have this as a Christmas gift for him for
And do you have a pattern or are you just...
Yes, Travis is... I'll find it and I'll post it here. Because Hey Sister makes on the Hey Sister podcast, she made a balaclava for her brother-in-law for last Christmas and she just made another one for her father for Christmas. So she found it. It's a free pattern. It's like a blog post, so you can find it on Ravelry and then you click on the link and then it brings you to a blog post explaining how to make it. So it's Travis's balaclava, I believe is what it's called. So, or Trav's balaclava. I'll find it. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to make for Aaron for Christmas. I'm hoping to get everyone a knitted item. We are halfway through November. I don't know.
It's flying by.
I don't know. Yeah. And then, so something sewy.
Oh, there we go.
We have to throw in
We have to do at least one.
Do you know that there's like no quilting podcasts?
Really?
I can't find any. I can't really find any. So we're going to like add some quilty goodness.
We'll have our quilting.
So look at this.
Those are pretty.
Isn't this gorgeous?
It's a rainbow.
So this is from a designer called Lib Selliot. I love her patterns.
Stuff is amazing.
She's a new quilter actually. I guess she's only been quilting for about a year and a half.
Okay.
She lives in Toronto. And now, like, look at this gemstone. Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, here.
Oh, look at that.
See those and they're glittery. Like, you can't really see the sparkle as much, but they have a shimmer to these gemstones. So anyways, I have a pattern from her that I purchased last year. And I have a cousin who lives in Toronto. I don't think she'll see this. She better not see this podcast. But she loves jewel tones. And so...
Perfect.
I made her brother and his wife, well, we all did.
We all did,
a wedding quilt. And she says she'll never get married. So she's like, I shouldn't have to be, you know, denied a quilt just because I'm not getting married. And she's absolutely right.
She is right, yes. Yeah,
and she says she's not having a baby. So, you know what? She deserves a quilt. So this, I'm going to do this with some blacks and maybe some charcoal grays. And just make her a rainbow quilt for my dear cousin, who I love. So yeah, hopefully this will get started. I don't know, like, this is probably a New Year project. She's given me a deadline that I have 2 years to make her a quilt.
And that was how long ago?
That was a year and a half ago. So,
all right.
I have some time, but I gotta get cracking. So this just this just brings so much sunshine to a dreary day like today.
It's so pretty.
It just makes me happy seeing it. I keep it on my cutting table in my sewing room because it's just so nice. Yeah, fun. So there's that. Oh. And then I know you hate the 9-inch circulars.
I do.
But I had to buy them. So I want to try them and just see, because when I make my hats on just a 16-inch circular,
16-inch, yeah.
I just go. So I'm scared to try the 9-inch circulars for my socks, but I thought, you know what, let's try them. When we ordered our yarn from Lolo Did It while we were in Vegas, we messaged Lolo Did It and we're like, hey, we're in Vegas, can we order some yarn? So that's when I got my Dothraki. You'll have to bring your show and tell from Lolo Did It.
Yes.
She's so fabulous to order from. So we ordered yarn from her, and her husband dropped it off at the hotel for us.
Isn't that amazing? I was like, when she messaged me saying, she was like, my husband's close by, he can drop it off. I was like, what?
Yeah. So we go to the front desk and we're like, some guy is dropping off yarn for us, so please let us know when it comes in. And then we
So
hit the strip. We came back.
It was like the most exciting part of our trip was getting our yarn.
We were so excited. Our friends who were there with us, our other two girlfriends, they were like, really?
Whatever.
Yarn? You're ordering yarn? Yes! Because we don't have to pay shipping fees. Like, it's way cheaper.
So awesome.
But yeah, so she sells these 9-inch circulars sometimes in her shop. So Chaigu. I've heard Chaigu 9-inch circulars are the best because they're a little bit longer on the needle. So
okay.
We'll see.
Maybe that's why. The ones I bought, I think they were just not clover, but they were like a cheaper. They're really small anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh,
so maybe that's why. They're
I've heard.
tiny.
These are a little
I was
bit
like
longer.
knitting like this.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
I do have big hands too, but
we'll see.
Maybe
I'll like them.
It's really worth trying. So I'm gonna try them. I don't know on what yet, but
these are my. I don't have the needles here because they're on one of my Christmas projects. But these are a newer needle. Well, new to me anyways. I haven't heard of them before, but I saw them at the festival that I was at. These are a 16-inch, just a 3mm needle, but I'm using them for the sock head hat that I'm knitting, and it has been so nice to not have the huge long circulars that you're trying to
always pull through.
I just fly around because it's just a straight stockinette stitch. So I can sit there and watch TV and just knit, and I don't even have to really pay attention to what I'm doing. And I typically stay away from wood needles because I have broken so many.
She's a tight knitter.
I am a tight knitter, and for whatever reason, I have just snapped so many of them. I have knit picks, interchangeables, and I think I've broken 3 sets now. One of my kids, I knelt on it on my bed, and it snapped the needle. So that one wasn't from knitting, but the other 2 definitely were. And I've bent my Addie's sock needles. I don't know how. I try and relax when I'm knitting. Anyways, these ones are driftwood, so it's solid wood, so it's not. And I am loving them. So we'll see. Maybe it'll get me back into the 9-inch because they're pretty small.
That's true. I'll let you know how those Chaigus go. I have to cast on.
Other than my big 10mm ones that I'm doing my other hats on, they're these huge needles.
And big needles, they make my hand cramp.
It's definitely different.
Do.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. So, anyways, is that all we have?
I think that's it. That's all I have.
Wow. That was great.
We did a whole hour.
We did an hour. Our first podcast. This deserves a cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, yeah. What are you going to do the rest of the week?
Oh, knit.
Yeah.
I fell yesterday. I didn't even tell you this. I fell yesterday. I was out. It's super icy right here. We had freezing rain a few days ago, and then it snowed on top of it. And I was leaving the dentist office with my kids, and I slipped and fell, and I banged up my knee. So I've been using that as an excuse.
That's a good excuse to me.
To sit and do nothing because my knee hurts.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I will be plugging away on the Christmas projects.
I'm going to cast on some more projects this week. I have to do some more. I have to start some more Christmas knits. I have one almost done, which I'll show you hopefully completed next week. Yeah. And then we have our quilt retreat weekend.
We have our quilt weekend this weekend. I'm so excited.
I'll bring our knitting to that too, but
yeah, we quilt for a while, and then the wine comes out, and we start knitting because I don't like to drink wine while I'm quilting because I'm terrified of spilling.
True.
Because it's red wine.
Expensive yarn too, but
I do, but I am less likely to wreck my yarn than to wreck my fabric.
Yeah. That's true.
So
so
we'll see.
So we have an exciting week ahead.
We do, looking forward to it.
I wonder if you guys can hear the snoring. My bulldog, she snores like a freight train coming through town. She's over there she's
so cute.
Sitting by the fireplace, snoring
Cuddling
away.
with her stuffy.
Yeah.
She's too cute.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it.
That's it for now.
We'll have more to share next week when we podcast again.
And this was so fun.
It was really fun.
I was really not sure what I was going to think about it, but once we start talking,
it was fun.
It just
now let's see if we can edit it and get this out into the world.
I don't know.
And then if anyone will watch it. So if you do enjoy our podcast, please subscribe and hit the like button. Please don't hit that. I think that's just mean. Why do they have that on there?
Just don't do it. No.
I feel like if you don't like a podcast, just don't watch it.
If you like it, great. If you don't like it,
you can fast forward to whatever you want to see. But man, there's some great podcasts out there.
There are.
Hey Sisters came up yesterday. I love watching Hey Sister podcasts. What do you like watching?
Grocery Girls are my favorite.
That was our first one.
That was my, they're my
Yeah.
favorite. But I've been watching Cozy Up Knits.
I've been binge watching Cozy
Stitching
Up
Sisters,
Knits.
right?
There
Cozy
are
Up?
people. I think we would get along really good with them.
I think so too.
I've been binge watching it.
Yeah.
I watched the newest ones, and then I don't always go back to the first episode for other podcasts that I start, but this one, I'm on episode 24 now.
I'm a little behind because I started watching Stranger Things.
I got her hooked on
And I watched both seasons 1 and 2 in about a week, I think. So I've got lots of knitting done on my Christmas projects because I've been binge watching it, but I haven't been watching any of my podcasts. So now I need to catch up on those again. So.
And I've just been like devouring podcasts because then I'm always like, come on people, like upload new podcasts. I'm bored, but so it's been good going back and watching Cozy Up with them.
They're fun. Oh, I just got a shiver.
Being chilly? Should I turn the fire on?
Maybe.
And then Pin Feathers and Pearls I started watching. She's been fun. There's a bunch. But it is good to share a couple I like always hearing from other people which podcasts they enjoy watching and like W2F Knitting. Oh my goodness. I started watching him and his laugh is so contagious. And so I had gone to Becky's house one day and I said, we got to put on WTF Knitting. And she's like, what is with the name? I don't know, but like, who cares? Let's play this podcast. You just have to hear him laugh. If you don't watch any of the other podcasts, you just have to listen to this man laugh. Like, it is contagious. So
it is.
That was really fun.
That was quite funny. Yeah.
I need to catch up on some of his as well, but he's a riot. So I love seeing guys knitting. So
yeah.
Anyways, well, I guess we'll sign off. Happy knitting.
Happy knitting.
And we'll see you again soon. Bye.